Hello po, Miss Carmina. Hello, Miss Gelli. Ayan, Miss Gelli, naka-mute po tayo sa microphone. And Miss Candy. Nice to see you po ulit, Miss Candy. Okay. Can you tell us more about your podcast po? Something about your show.
Nothing much to say except it's a show wherein you just have a couple of friends. Well, apat kami, mga magbabarkada, magkapatid. We grew up together. Wala lang kung ano maisipang pag-usapan. It's like, you know how you meet up with your friends, pupunta kayo sa restaurant, kumain kayo, tapos nagkukwentuhan kayo, pinagchichismisan nyo yung mga nagaganap sa mga palipaligid. That's all it is.
Yeah.
Thank you, Miss
Parang we just decided na parang since once in a while we would meet up, have coffee or dinner or punta lang sa bahay nila Gelli or nila Candy. Yung the usual usapan ng mga magkakabarkada, magkakakumare, magkapatid. So parang since nagchikahan naman kami at feeling naman namin happy naman yung aming conversation, parang we decided lang na bakit hindi natin siya kumbaga magkaroon ng show sa Spotify, kumbaga magkaroon ng podcast. Yung parang we'd like to believe na it's entertaining. We're not hindi naman kami nagpapaka-deep or nagpapaka-educational, pero siguro through our experiences, yung mga pinagdaanan namin sa buhay, we would share kung ano man yung mga lessons na mga natutunan namin. So parang katulad ng sinabi ko rin kanina na wala naman tong walang tama, ito ang tama, ito ang mali. Yung parang no judgment. We're just sharing our experiences, yung mga journeys namin in life. So it's more of really kwentuhan, ganyan, at kung ano yung mga experiences, yung mga past episodes namin, yung kumbaga childhood namin, ano ba ang difference nung ngayon at saka yung dati. Yung the usual topics or conversations lang ng mga magkukumare, magkakaibigan. Pero ito nga lang, nasa podcast na. Mama Ken.
Yes, wala pa kaming title kasi wala rin naman kami talagang topic. So, parang ganun lang. Yung the usual, pag nagkwentuhan kayo, di ba, ito sana ang topic ninyo, pero kung saan napupunta yung usapan ninyo, so ganun din kami. Ganun din yung flow ng usapan namin. Minsan pag-uusapan namin, ito topic natin. Pero biglang napupunta rin dito yung usapan namin. So it's very spontaneous. Very spontaneous. Sabi nga ni Carmina, no judgment. And because we realize that the four of us, with Ate Janice, pare-paro kami mga curious na tao. Matanong, yes. Talagang matanong kami yung, talaga, bakit? Bakit gano'n? Sa tingin nyo?
Tapos pag ganun ka, si Janice sumasagot lagi na, kasi, ganyan talaga.
So without being righteous,
Without being righteous, and then here comes Carmina saying something else, and here comes Candy, you know what, it's like nakikinig ka lang sa kwentuhan ng mga tita mo sa kabilang table. Yun lang yun.
Yan, mukhang aabangan natin ng mga chikahan, ng mga mag-aamigas. Super exciting talaga ang mga podcast na parating. But yes, podcasts are booming and that boom is only getting louder with Oomph Podcast Network, home of podcasts na merong oomph. Ayan. Alright, at this moment, before we proceed on to our Q&A, would like to say thank you and would like to show our utmost appreciation to our friends from the press, TV, and online bloggers from Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao, and the Middle East for joining our digital media conference today. Maraming salamat po. And here's a little reminder. We'll be limiting to 2 questions per press, and that already includes your follow-up question for us to accommodate everyone. Please refrain from asking insensitive, offensive, and personal questions. We will only entertain questions related to their podcast. And while waiting for your turn to ask, kindly turn off your microphone and camera for a while. And we will be mentioning press names to be on standby mode, meaning by that time, you can now open your camera and microphone, but please make sure that your audio won't be a distraction to the ongoing press con. And lastly, if you're having any technical problem, you can send Viva your questions and we'll be the one to ask it for you. Thank you for your cooperation. And now let's open the floor for your questions para sa ating podcasters. Okay, please do stand by for the first batch. Kate Adahar, Random Republica, Aster Amoyo, TikTok, Jojo Panaligan, Writer.ph, Rose Garcia of PEP, Pika Pika Nabante, and Miss Leia Salterio of ABS-CBN.com. Our first question will be coming from Kate Adahar of Random Republica.
Hi, good afternoon. Thanks, Jean. My first question is for Miss Carmina, Miss Candy, and Miss Gelli. Kasi parang sa showbiz, laging sinasabi na mahirap humanap ng totoong kaibigan. And we've seen your friendship through the years. Ano yung masasabi niyong secret? And paano ba kayo nagkakilala? Kasi parang naaalala ko pa tropang trumpo yung common program. Yan po.
Okay, I'll start na lang.
Yeah.
Actually, not only in show business, no? In any industry sa buong mundo, mahirap talaga maghanap ng totoong kaibigan. Siguro kasi since we're just, medyo nabamagnify, nasa public eye kasi kami, kaya parang medyo mas mahirap. Pero parang I believe kahit naman hindi artista, kahit wala sa showbiz world, mahirap talaga maghanap ng tunay na kaibigan. I'm just very, very lucky, very thankful dahil nakahanap ako ng totoong kaibigan sa industry namin. And siguro kung ano yung bakit nag-last yung friendship namin is because siguro acceptance. Para sa akin yung acceptance ng bawat ugali ng isa't isa. Syempre, importante na nagja-jive talaga kayo, no? Na swak talaga kayo kasi yun ang pinaka-ano. Kasi minsan medyo, pag may nakilala kayong tao, medyo off na kagad, di ba? Ito talagang, ang umpisa pa lang nag-jive na. And then, yun nga, yung acceptance ng ugali ng isa't isa. Syempre, kasama na yung mga respect, trust, at yung pagmamahal. Kasi in any relationship naman, whether boyfriend, girlfriend, friendship, or mag-asawa, o ano, kailangan talaga yung importante yung tiwala, pagmamahal, at respeto, acceptance. Paano kami nagkakilala? Si Gelli, Regal Family, matagal na show na yun sa Channel 13. I think I was only 12 years old and she was 14. So nakita niya ako, parang kawawa akong bata doon. Nilapitan niya ako. Since then, palagi na kaming, although that time she was at Viva, ako naman Regal, never kami nakagawa ng movie together. But thank God, siguro sinabi ni God, nako, kayong dalawa, kailangan maging best friends kayo, kailangan maging magkaibigan kayo. Kasi nga, halos lahat ng shows namin, magkasama kami. And then, so hanggang sa ngayon, magkaibigan pa rin kaming dalawa. Si Candy naman, nagkasama kami sa movie dati, pero hindi kami nagkaroon ng pagkakataon maging close. So I think it's because of Tropang Tumpo. Nabigyan niya kami ng pagkakataon na magkasama sa Tropang Tumpo. And then since then, dire-diretso na. So ngayon yung relationship namin, whether magkita, hindi, mag-text, hindi. Pero pag nag-usap, pag nagkita, parang kahapon lang. So I want to believe na tried and tested na talaga yung friendship naming kaming tatlo. Plus with Ate Janice, kasi si Ate Janice lumaki din ako sa kanya. So yun ang aming history.
Thank
Go
you.
girl.
Thanks.
Feeling ko ano lang yan, parang more than you can't find true friends, you have to be a friend yourself, a true friend yourself, no? So, feeling ko parang ibinabalik lang naman sa akin ni Candy at ni Carmina kung ano din naman ang binibigay ko. At binabalik ko rin sa kanila kung ano binibigay nila sa akin. So, parang ganun yun eh. Hanap ka lang ng totoong tao na gustong mag-share, i-express ang sarili niya ng totoo. Yun lang. Nagkataon lang talaga we were blessed that we found each other. Kala mo love story. Pero totoo naman eh.
We soulmate.
Or just, and you know what, parang totoo rin yung mga birds of the same feather flock together. So kung ano yung mga interests namin, kung ano yung mga things that are essential to us, to myself, syempre you are drawn to people likewise. So feeling ko gano'n na nangyari. Nagka-jive, lahat kami madaldal, edi eto na, may podcast na.
Thank you. Nadadagdag po.
Wala na, sinabi na nila lahat eh. Though, ang nangyari kasi sa akin, parang different ang naging close ako first kay Gelli because of Sarah Jane. And then, eventually, naging close ako kay Carmina. Tapos, naging close ako kay Ate Janice kasi siya si Flor de Luna. So, ayun. Diba? So, nagsama-sama na. As eventually, pag nagsasama-sama kami, close kami. Ganun lang. Ganun lang kasimple. Mag-gel lang talaga eh. Alam mo yon?
Without trying, no? Without trying so hard.
Meron, ano ba tawag nila dun sa kapag sa pelikula ba yun? Parang meron kayong chemistry. May chemistry tayo. Yon.
Ako naman with Ate Janice, hindi man kami nagkasama sa mga TV shows. Sa pelikula naman kami madalas magkasama.
Ano ba sis?
No, even no, when I was younger, kasi diba remember, hindi pa uso lock-in nun, diba nagtitaping, nagsushooting na kami ng pelikula sa Laguna, natutulog ko sa kwarto niya. Para nagkaroon talaga ako ng ate kasi bunso ako eh. So, parang kahit na malayo ako sa mga kapatid ko, parang naging ate ko talaga si Ate Janice. So imagine mo, hindi lang ako naging close kay Gelli, pati kay Ate Janice, bata pa lang kami noon. Bata pa lang ako noon, ganun na yung samahan namin ni Ate Janice. Tapos yun nga, hanggang sa nagkaroon na kami ng show, yun na nga yung sis. Kaya mas lalo pa na parang kahit na Villaroel naman ako or Legacy pa naman ako, feeling ko de Belen ako. Ganon.
Si Ate Janice, ngayon ko lang naalala, magkasama kami sa isang show at doon ko siya naging close.
Okay.
Ay, pinagdadaanan siya noon. Yung ba yun?
Yes.
Yeah.
Para napansin mo, lahat na lang naging ka-close mo, pinagdadaanan. Diba ako din that time may pinagdaanan, kaya din tayo naging close?
Yes.
Wala. Uyat lang tayo together.
Yes.
Thank you po. Thank you for sharing. And for my second question for Amanda and Tina, how did you get disempowered knowing na yung typical Filipina reserved?
Okay. I've been through a lot. I've been through a lot of painful experiences in my life, and dahil sa mga painful experiences and really traumatic experiences, I started my journey in personal development and then dating coaching and then women empowerment, all those personal spirituality, lahat na psychology and everything. And then when na-feel ko na buo na yung nalalaman ko about this. I used to also come from a place of very disempowered, I was living my life na piniplease ko yung people around me. I was always self-sacrificing. I was always betraying myself to please everybody else around me kasi natatakot ako iwan nila ako, natatakot akong hindi ko sila mag-please, iiwan nila ako, mga ganon. So, with yung mga natutunan ko recently, this past how many years, naisip ko, somebody has to share this to the world, to the universe rather. I mean, yung mga empowerment na ganon to making sexual choices, love choices, relationship choices, we don't need to, I feel like a lot of us, there's what you call social conditioning. A lot of us living our lives based on kung aning na socially conditioned tayo to do. Dapat mag-asawa ka, gumraduate ka sa 21, mag-asawa ka sa 25, mag-anak ka, ganun. But what if that's not in integrity with yourself, So yeah, that's what started my journey. A lot of painful experiences and a lot of feeling like something's not right, something did not sit well with me. So yan na yung naisip ko i-share, which is being in integrity with yourself and making choices from a place of because ito yung gusto ko. And kung di nyo to gusto, fuck you, I don't care. Hindi ako takot ma-abandon like before. The right people for me will be there for me kahit ginagawa ko yung gusto ko. Something like that.
Thank you. And mukhang wala yata si Tina. So
I think Tina is here.
Yeah.
Tina, hello?
Okay.
Hi, Tina. Okay, she's here. Hi, Tina. You're on mute. Please check your microphone. Okay, there you go.
Hello.
Hi, Tina. Did you hear the question?
No, sorry.
Okay. I just asked, how did you get disempowered knowing na yung typical Filipina is reserved?
Actually, before starting the one with the witches, I started my own podcast before, and I started it because I have these young girls, always talking to me and always basically, I'm just a big ate to them, and that's when I realized na some girls need an ate for to guide them if no one's talking to them about sensitive things and stuff. So yeah, so it's just an experience of younger girls wanting to have some kind of an outlet or an advisor to the things that they don't understand and they can't talk about to other people.
Thank you, ladies, and thanks, Jean.
Thank you very much. That was Kate Adahar of Random Republica. Up next, we have Miss Aster Amoyo of People's Journal and TikTok.
Thank you, Jean. Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon po.
Okay, siguro dito muna ako sa aking mga, I would consider siguro din mga anak-anakan because nasubaybayan ko yung pag-grow ng mga to. Sayang wala lang si Janice, no? Okay, yung tatlo, of course, Gelli, of course, Candy, at saka si Carmina. I know you're all busy with your respective solo careers. So, papaano nyo nabuo itong konseptong to come up with your own podcast? And then, how do you find time? Kasi, yun nga, like what I said, pare-pare kayo mga busy.
Medyo mahirap nga, Tita Aster. Mahirap nga kami pagsama-samahin. Kaya pag nagsasama kami, dinadamihan na namin yung ginagawa namin. But, accidentally lang naman din eh. Kasi I think it all started with our collaboration sa YouTube. Yung kanya-kanya namin YouTube channel. So, nung nagsimula kaming, oy, alika tayo, mag-video tayo ganito. Sa games kami. Tapos kung ano-ano pinag-uusapan namin. And medyo yung feedback was really surprising. Feeling namin nagkukwentuhan lang naman kami pero yung mga tao parang aliw na aliw sila sa amin. So I think Candy will continue this story. Continue, Candy.
And so, Viva asked me if I could ask my friends kung gusto namin mag-podcast. Ito. So, one trip namin na summer trip namin dapat yon, summer outing namin kung saan kami binagyo. Diba? Kasi meron kaming plano na magko-collab kami. So, nag-summer outing kami, kasama namin si Quentin. Tapos, binagyo kami. Pinisend ko sa kanila na nag-invite ang Viva, si Boss Vincent, na mag-podcast kami if you are interested. So, sabi nila, let's sit down and have a meeting. So, yun, doon na nagsimula. So, ngayon, ang problema namin, kung paano kami magsama-sama.
Pero magagawa naman natin ng paraan yan kasi kung gusto natin, gagawa tayo ng paraan. Pero nga, kasi ang hirap kasi ng mga trabaho natin kasi nga, unang-una may virus pa rin, nagla-lock-in tayo, may kanya-kanya tayong mga regular shows. So, pasalamat na lang talaga tayo dahil may Zoom, diba? So, pwede pa naman natin i-continue. So, gagawa tayo ng paraan para mapagpatuloy natin yung mga episodes.
We can do this.
Aster!
Hi, Aster pala. Hi, Aster.
Pinagbigyan na ako ni Candy, so kayong dalawa at saka si Gelli at saka si Janice. I hope I can have you in the future.
Of course, yes.
Ang tanong ko lang, teka, bago ako dun sa second question ko, idudugtong ko lang, do you have regular slot for this? Or do you come up with this once a week? Or may regular kayo? Or once, o basta kung kailan nyo lang gusto?
Our slot is every Wednesday sa Spotify po. Doon po siya lumalabas. Yung ba yung tanong niyo, Tita Aster?
Yes.
Or kung kailan din tayo naglalabas ng bagong episodes.
Right.
Yeah, every Wednesday.
Every Wednesday. All right. Good luck to you, and I hope to be seeing you in person, face to face, one of these days. Tanungin ko naman si Tina at saka si Amanda. Tina, Amanda, paano kayo nagsama ni kayong dalawa to come up with this kind of theme or format?
Okay, I'm gonna start. Hi, Tita Aster.
Hi there.
Anyway, we started very randomly. First of all, we came from a night out, from partying, and then honestly, we were kind of hangover and a little bit drunk, and we started talking about our feelings, like how Manila people, yung dating scene ng Manila people, kung paano nag-interact yung male and female, especially here in Manila because it's a small city. And we just started sharing things and a little bit more crazier. So I'm like, you know what? Let's record this. I'm going to start a podcast. And that's how it started. And then the rest is Amanda helped me with everything after that.
All right. So, are you friends? Magkaibigan na talaga kayo ever since?
Yes po, Tita.
Okay.
Hi, Tita Esther. So Tina and I, because for the longest time I was working abroad. So Tina and I, nagkikita kami before sa mga shoot, ganyan. Pero hindi talaga kami nag-hangout before. But it was as if parang the stars aligned, na parang we were always living parallel lives. Kung ano yung mga nangyayari sa kanya, nangyayari sa akin. Mga kunyari, criminal magnet siya, criminal magnet din ako. mga na-attract sa amin, mga criminal. So, tapos, basta sobrang madaming things na parallel about us. And then, itong pandemic, na-stuck ako sa Pilipinas, hindi ako maka-work abroad, ayaw ako palabasin ng immigration. So, tapos kami ni Tina parehas, at the same time, this time, nag-converge na yung path namin, naging close na kami, lagi na kami nag-hangout. Tapos, parallel pa rin yung nangyayari sa amin. Na-in-love kami sa mga fuck.
So we're like two single girls in Metro Manila, just like, looking for what else is there, Tita Aster. Like, we cannot see, as a modern woman, it's kind of challenging for us to be living in a small city like here, and we're also in lockdown. So dating, relationship, and other kind of like situationship is kind of like medyo challenging. So that's when we got like, close and talked about it.
Yeah, medyo challenging, and parang ang limited ng choice. Like ako, sanay ako abroad. The world is my playground. Sanay ako yung dating pool ko abroad, international. Tapos na-stuck ako dito. So, yun, at the same time, parehas kami ni Tina nagka-feeling and na-involved and nagka-feeling sa mga fuckboys na mga Manila fuckboys. So, ayun, we started talking about it, and then, we realized maraming other girls na nakaka-experience ng na-experience namin. So, we said that someone has to do this. Someone has to empower women to live their lives, their dating lives, especially their sex lives, from a place of empowered place, from a place of power and confidence, and not from a place of, weak ka, victim ka, you're the weaker sex. Hindi ganun. So, yeah, so the podcast started, and ayun, kami nga pala yung sinain nyo. Ngayon, nandito na kami sa Viva.
What day kayo? Anong araw kayo napapanood?
We release episodes every Friday, Tita Aster. So it's very fresh for the weekend.
All right. Congratulations, and of course, good luck to everyone. Thank you very
Thank
much.
you so much, Tita.
Thank you, Miss Aster Moyo. Up next, let me call in Jojo Panaligan of Writer.ph.
Hi, Jean. So, ang first question ko kay Amanda and Tina, what about a Pinoy sex life that you think should be talked about more often?
I'm sorry, Pinoy what?
Pinoy sex life.
Pinoy sex life that should be talked about often. I think,
di ba sabi nga ni Kate kanina, mahiyain or reserved ang mga Pinoy, ano? Pero what do you think is a topic na importanteng pag-usapan when it comes to that?
Hi, Tito Jojo. You know what? Reserve yung mga Pinoy, yun yung pinapakita nila. But I feel like ang dami ring Pinoy talaga na highly sexual, pero hindi lang nila mapakita sa society. They're not accepting it. They're not owning it. Because parang sa society sa Philippines, medyo kinondition tayo na dapat conservative ka, wag kang ganito, wag kang ganyan, wag kang magdamit ng sexy. Paano kung gusto mo yun, di ba? What if you want to explore your sexuality? What if you really want to do things? Ba't ka pa nabuhay sa mundong to, hindi mo magagawa yung gusto mo, di ba? So, yung sex life ng Pinoy na dapat pinag-uusapan, I think yung more of sexual choices, making sexual choices na gusto mo talaga and with no apology. Walang shame, walang guilt, and walang apology. You do what you want to do.
Tama. Tina, please.
Okay, with in terms of that, wait, what happened? Okay, with that topic, I think it's important to talk about, especially like how our Filipina women, kung paano nila i-accept being conservative and still being sexual and embracing their sexuality. Because to be honest, as I always say, sexual energy is one of the most powerful and one of the most moving energy. everywhere. So as a human and as as a human being, we have to accept na meron tayo nun. We are sexual being. We have to own it. But we have to use it in a way na we are not gonna have regret. Just like be free, own it. If you love sex, just love sex, be responsible about it. That's it.
Tama. And I'm glad na nabanggit mo yung word na sexuality. That was the term I was looking for. Thank you. Okay.